minutes.
Dougie Fresh. Come on.
Fresh, you're wrong.
I was having a flashback. I'm sorry.
How you doing, my brother? Good morning.
Come on, man. I was having a flashback, man. Come on, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you know how we do it, dudes and dudettes. I want you to do me a favor. It's DJ and MJ, better known as Spirit to Spirit. Yeah. Woo. My goodness. Man, they fired up about you today in the studio. They don't,
man, I hear them.
Man, they don't even clap like that for me. As a matter of fact, hey, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, man. You know what? When I try to get them guys to do that for me, you know, I might get something like this.
All right.
Yeah. You hear that? It sounds like it got about 3 people that clap for me. But I say spirit to spirit, and man, come on. You know what? You guys got any openings in the background music area where I can get in there on the background or something? How about, hey, I got an idea. Why don't I be your hype man?
A hype man? The hype man. Okay, yeah, that's right. You can wipe the sweat off of us when we're on the stage.
Yeah.
like Jesse did. Like Jesse did with what's his name? For the time. Yeah. Jesse.
Yeah. Jerome.
Yeah, that was Jerome.
Jerome.
Yeah, say somebody bring me a mirror.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man! I'm gonna have to hang up on you cats, man. Y'all trying to bring that guy.
You got a beautiful voice, though, man. Yeah, you can actually do some lead on some of our stuff, man.
Hey, man, God bless you.
Yeah, we been hearing you sing, man.
But you know what? I got to be introduced. I got to be introduced as spirit to spirit. I can't be introduced as me, man. Because
okay.
See, when I say spirit to spirit, you know, you hear this kind of thing. Yeah, see. But then I say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Pastor Kevin. Oh, that's, you know what?
There's 3 people. Yeah, I got you.
You know, because spirit to spirit ain't about just me and Mike, for real. You know what I mean? So
Amen.
That's why you get that kind of accolade.
Amen. Well, you know what? A lot of people may not know anything about spirit to spirit. You know, we're going out worldwide. We got a brand new audience. We're reaching areas that we never thought would be possible. And why don't both of you, starting off with you, MJ, why don't you just tell our listening audience who you are? Tell them a little bit about MJ, and then we're going to slide on over to DJ. Tell them a little bit about DJ and where you guys are from, and then we're going to go into what you guys are doing for the Lord. Amen?
Oh, yeah, that's okay. This is I'm just a humble old soul. My name is Michael Jenkins. I was born here in Washington, D.C., in Freeman's Hospital. That's the first black hospital in the country. That's where I was born, Freeman's Hospital, in the mid-50s.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up, I guess, with the influence of my father, which was, he was a background singer and also the manager for a quartet group here called the Mighty Southern Echoes of Washington, D.C.
Wow.
They were actually, they were responsible for creating and building, it had to be over 100 churches in this area.
Really?
Yeah, but they never got that accolade like Mighty Clouds of Joys and
right.
all the other big groups, but those groups actually came here every year for their anniversary. My father actually was also a promoter, man. And
okay.
These guys, man, would come through our house. my mother would fix dinner for them. I mean, they love my mother's biscuits, man.
No, you didn't go into the mama's biscuits.
I'm serious, man. I mean, they used to come and anyway, my whole entire family, man. You know, I guess you say we're music orientated or entertainment orientated, and we grew up around that atmosphere, you know, of entertainment, music, and like I said, they used to. Yeah, it's on the gospel side.
Right.
Yeah, it was all basically on the gospel side, man. And everybody in our family, all the siblings, man, we either sing or play instrument or both.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, they used to practice in our house, man. They actually stomped a hole in the floor, man.
Wow.
Yeah, because back in the day, they didn't use drums, man. They might have had a guitar or a bass guitar, but they stomped and clapped their hands. That was the drum, man.
Right.
They put a stomp hole in the middle of the living room floor where they used to practice, right? Oh, man, we used to sneak and watch them practice, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we grew around that. And me, myself, I actually started playing violin.
Okay. Violinist, huh?
Yeah, violin. And I actually, man, played with Catholic University. Here I was 11 years old, man. I actually played with a university, man, symphony orchestra.
Can you still play?
I still play a little bit, man. I had a traumatic experience, man, with that violin.
Okay.
I kind of shied away from it. But to make a long story short, from the bass, from the violin, I actually went to tuba, you know, in high school, and bass guitar, which I played in the jazz band and the marching band, Cardozo High School Marching Band, which was really the biggest marching band in this area, man. We won a whole lot of awards and all that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, from the bass guitar, man, I wound up going to bands. I mean, various bands I played in the area and all that. So I got a chance, man, to go professional, man, with on the road, man, which I lived on the road for about 7 years.
Wow.
I actually played James Brown's brother, Little Royal, man.
Mm-hmm.
They actually half brothers. And that's when I got a little taste, man, of actually, be a professional. That's when I rode in limos and was on TV. And we toured mostly the South, but we actually got to go to, we went to, let's say, Mexico, Canada, and we actually went to Europe and England, but it was a short trip, man, because Royal, he was actually afraid, man, to fly. You know, so after we got there, man, he wanted to come right back. So we only stayed there, man.
He got there, wanted to turn around, come right back, huh?
Yeah. Look, and from there, man, I guess to make my long story short, I wound up playing with my father's gospel group, and Denny got to play me and my brother. I'm gonna let Denny tell the rest of the story with that, but right now, Spirit to Spirit is we're a unique experience. I mean, we're not a quartet, which we've been called that. We're a band, man, and we're actually old school.
Well,
old school, man.
MJ, you know what I like about you guys is, man, you guys are unique. But we're gonna talk about you as a group in just a second. I want to find out just a little bit more on a personal level about MJ and DJ. All right.
Okay, we'll go to Jenny because I can write a book on my stuff.
Hey, man, I think we all got a little book in us.
Yeah, so we'll go to Jenny, man. Go ahead, Denny.
Hey, well, I'm DJ, which is Denny Jenkins. I'm Michael Jenkins, MJ's little brother.
Hey,
and,
man.
I don't want to get started too much because I am long-winded.
To make a long story short.
We know you don't have that time. Man,
so look, I'll just give you a brief history of my musical background. I started singing in a singing group in grade school, like in the third grade. Me and my twin brother had a little singing group, like the Delphonics.
Okay.
We did the pantomime and stuff to the records, but we were actually singing.
Yeah, lip syncing.
Most people would straight up lip syncing, but we were actually singing.
Right.
I had a beautiful voice. I mean, I say that. I mean, I sang like when Michael Jackson was coming up, because I think we got like a year difference in age. I sounded just like him or better. And because we had a family behind us, I mean, people that knew us and grew up would say, man, we should have been like the Jackson 5 because we had a family like that.
Right.
But our father didn't drill us like that. He didn't force us into the music. But again, we were heavily influenced with it. So most of us got into music some in one form or the other. Okay, like for me, after grade school, in junior high, I learned to play the trumpet.
Okay.
Learned how to read.
So a trumpet player and a violinist.
Yeah, man. That orchestra type thing. That's why our music is geared at that too.
All right.
Because my twin brother plays saxophone.
Wow.
So we were on the horns.
Okay.
All right, I was in the dance club too because I've always liked to dance.
Wow.
So okay, high school. That's when I began to write. I took up my English teacher, who also did a creative writing course. I wrote my first poem. I mean, man, she went crazy about it, man. I mean, to me, it was something real simple. In fact, it was a poem about a headache.
Wow.
But she said that I did it in such a way you could feel that headache.
Wow. Well, you keep that poem. I don't want to read that one.
But that's where my lyric writing started. Because I started writing poetry. I went to a creative writing creative writing course in a workshop.
Right.
And I learned the prose about it. And after high school, I got into my first band. And that's when I started converting my poetry into song lyrics. I mean, I could write all you had to do was give me a subject. I could write a song. That was my gift.
That is your gift. Still is.
Oh, well, still is my gift.
Right,
but people used to be amazed by it. They said, man, how could you do that? You know what I mean? With the prose and the rhyme scheme and all that. I said, man, that is my gift. That's what God gave me.
Amen.
So, again, I played in various local bands, 2 or 3. But in every group that I played with, some of those same musicians I played with are part of Spirit to Spirit now.
Wow.
Okay. But to go back, pick up back where Mike was talking about our father. Okay, we played together. I played drums. Mike played bass for my father's group, the Southern Echoes. And he wanted to retire the group. Okay, he wanted to retire the group. And we asked him, could we continue and use the name?
He turned it down.
He said, no, I want to retire it in good standing.
Right.
He said, because y'all play that old bump-to-bump music,
Right.
But that's how Spirit to Spirit was founded, After his group retired, me and Mike wanted to continue his legacy. But we wanted to do the music, do music under the music influences that we grew up with. Right. Basically, we came from the band era,
Okay.
There's Earth, Wind and Fire, which in fact is that's what we call excellence in music. Earth, Wind and Fire. We are kind of like fashion behind them because they not only had beautiful singing and wonderful music, they had a message in their music. And to me, that was like my first that lit me up to message music. And when we started this, I wondered why there was not a genre called message music, because it was all positive, uplifting, inspiring.
Yeah.
But nobody used it as a genre, even though, going back to Marvin Gaye, Al Green, singers that were singing message music, but there was no genre called that. So that's what we are now. We are advocates and innovators of message music because we feel that it should be a genre that gets all the accolades, all the respect. Is there any other genre in the business? There should be, when the Stellas come up, when the Grammys come up, there should be an award.
A
category, so there could be an award given for that category. So that's what we're pushing for.
Okay. All right, well, let me see this. I want to find a little bit more because I know you guys got a brand new project out now, and I have been blessed to see and hear it. I'm going to pick on MJ. MJ, I want to find out, man. I want you to tell me just a little bit. And I want you to make a long story short. I'm just teasing. But I want you to tell me about this particular hit, Don't You Worry. I want to know how that particular song came about, How was it generated? How was it created? Where did it come from? I mean,
Okay.
did some who wrote it? Where did it come? I want to hear a little bit about that particular song. Don't You Worry.
Okay. Don't You Worry it started out as just some beats and an idea with some beats. And, I basically, do most of the music. Then
Uh-huh.
the music all down. But I shape the music and all this stuff and just finalize it.
Okay.
But it started off with just the music. And I asked Denny, this is what I asked Denny. I said, Denny, come in, listen to this, and tell me what you think. And he'll come down here in our little studio,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go part by part. Because when I do the music, I actually do it as structured music. I do the intro,
Right.
a bridge, vamp. That's the way I write all my stuff.
Okay.
He'll come down and he'll bring down his big book of poems, or even he'll come in with some papers, and we'll go part by part.
Okay.
But on this particular song, we actually had his daughter, our niece, actually help him with the lyrics. Then he did break, and she actually helped with the melody too, didn't she? Yeah. She actually we gave her the music, and she got on YouTube and gave us the idea to the song.
Wow.
The melody and all. And then Denny finalized it, and we put it together, and as you see the lyrics, don't you worry about a thing. It's the message is there, man. All you got to do is listen to the words. You don't even have to describe it. You can say, listen to the song.
Right. Yeah. You're absolutely right, because I'm really now. Who is this I'm talking to? MJ or DJ?
Mike.
This Mike. Okay. And I be getting you guys mixed up, Mike. Come on, man. All right. Now, DJ. Now, Mike had an opportunity to talk about that particular song that's on the current CD project. I want you to expound a little bit on the entire project. I want you to say, I want you to expound a little bit on the entire project. What's going on with it, as a matter of fact? Is it out there? When did you release it? What are some of the tracks that are on it? Tell us a little bit about the entire project.
Okay, the entire project. Okay. Well, we had went through a reshaping, so to speak. I mean, the group members had kind of like gone in different directions.
Okay.
On their own, because we work with a bunch of talent. You know what I mean?
That's
Anytime you got a band that has all this talent, man, they have to express themselves as well.
Right.
And it came to a point where they felt like me and Michael was running everything, controlling everything, and we weren't giving them the opportunity to really express their individual talent.
Right. Okay.
So with this particular project, Mike sat down. He said, "Look, man, we're not giving up on Spirit to Spirit. This is a lifelong project." He said, "We're gonna do this until we die." You know what I mean? Because it's not about us; it's about the Lord. He said, "So I'm gonna continue to put music together and give it to you, and you do your lyric thing, and we're just gonna keep going." But in the meantime, the keyboard player, Mr. Curtis Day, that was working with us, which I've worked with in 2 or 3 other bands, kept pressing me, pushing me to play keyboards, because I always had melodies in my head. I had like a radio station running in my head, man. I used to be in places, man, bobbing and weaving my head and shaking, and people be saying, man, I didn't have no Walkman on. So I had music going on in my head, but I couldn't put it down. But because of technology, because of the digital, being able to record digitally, I was finally able to start doing the music with the keyboard, actually putting my melodies down, man, in chords, and I was a percussionist anyway, so I could handle the beats.
Right.
And I heard all the parts. So with this particular project, Mike said, "Look at man, Denny," he pushed me. He said, "Look at man, we don't have all the voices that we had to work with us or the personnel." He said, "Man, I want you to just have some faith, man, and push yourself, man, and do."
I pushed him too.
Just let God work through you. And because, like I said, I've always had lyrics, you know what I mean? God keeps my head full of thoughts, In fact, I'm writing a book, too. I got to, because I got to get all this stuff out of me, because I know he put it there. See, I don't take any credit for anything that I do, because I know it is the God that lives within me. I know I am one of his sheep, and I know this is how this project came to be. It's because God wanted it.
Yeah.
So the project is about most of the songs are about my life experiences and how they relate to the world. Because, I mean, I suffered from depression. I had this, what was that thing, Mike? That condition we always laugh about.
Bipolar?
Yeah, me being bipolar. You know what I mean? Never being neither hot nor cold. You know, I had extremes. I went from extremes. I wasn't really lukewarm. I was either all the way one way or all the way the other way. You know, full of joy or just out of it.
Right.
And I tried to put all of that into this project.
That's what genius is,
you know, so songs like, okay, Messages, that's one of the intro song on it. Messages was about what we do.
Yeah.
It's about introducing message music. Then there's Don't You Worry Again. My daughter, man, she made me feel so good that I feel like my genes are responsible for something that's gonna keep going. You know what I mean? I mean, she's a writer, like her father.
Okay.
And I was just absolutely excited about it. So when we did Don't You Worry, man, I mean, all the goodness came out of me in doing what she gave to me. All right, another song is Wait. Wait is about waiting your turn. You know what I mean? Because it's not about our time. It's in God's time. That's what Wait was about. Another song, Love is Real. Love is Real is about, it's not about a physical love.
Love is real.
You know, it's about agape love. It's about the kind of love Jesus has for us.
Unconditional love.
You know, unconditional. Then there's, because I got to read them. I got to read them all.
13 songs.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, you know what, that's a pretty lengthy project. And I know that every individual song has a reason for being there. Now, from what I understand, the project was released. What was the release date on the project now?
It was April 24th.
Right. Okay. April 24th. So it's been out for about a month. And of course it's creating a vibe. Listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the video version, of course, and I'm going to come back and talk about the video version of Don't You Worry. And then I'm going to come back. I want you guys to explain to me a little bit about how that video was created, because I do understand that there's a process dilemma that came along with this video. And then I want you guys to go ahead and share your social media avenues, how people can contact you. Yeah, we want to follow up with, you know what, just allowing the people to know where you are as far as social media, website if available, Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, Hoo-Hoo, Lulu, UU, whatever's out there. If there's an email, phone number that you guys can share with our listening audience, and how they could pick up a copy of the current project. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to listen to and watch the single and the video version of Don't You Worry. How's that?
Sounds good.
Sounds wonderful.
And the occupation now! And the occupation now!
like it. I like it a lot. Don't you worry. Spirit to spirit. Don't you worry about a thing. Can't forget that part. You know, don't you worry about a thing.
Don't you worry about a thing.
That country coming out of it.
About a thing.
Woo.
That thing.
My goodness. You know, that's a hit. I like it a lot. I know I'm getting pressed for time, so I'm going to get right into it. Tell me a little bit about the video. Somebody got to break it down, and you know, a lot of people might not know the history of the video and how it came about and why it came about, but somebody got to break it down and tell us a little bit about the video.
Okay, well, we tried our best, to make the video, the visual, as much as we wanted to actually have it in sync with the lyric, which is needed to do. We really don't have a lot of expensive equipment and all that stuff to do our work with. I actually did. I did all the video, man, myself, man, with a hand camera, with 2 hand cameras. One was a HD camera, the other one was this old digital camera I had, man. And like I said, we production-wise, man, I've got plenty of software and all this stuff to put stuff together. And the main thing of this video, man, is actually supposed to be like a dedication to all this violence and stuff that's happening out here today, man. And our management, man, is actually in Baltimore, man. Pastor Chambliss, Jacob Chambliss, he's in Baltimore. He's right there, man, with all the rioting was going on and all that. So just before we released it, man, that's when I went on, man, and we decided to go ahead and try to put other pieces in it, man, to show a worldwide violence and all this injustice, man, is going ahead. Right. Because, like I say, basically this whole CD, like we were telling you, Pastor Kevin is about messages, man, and it's about love, joy, peace, and even the ugly side of it. Messages, man. A message is a message, man, whether it's good or bad. But we tell good messages and bad too, just for awareness and all that. And this video, man, was actually supposed to, we tried to get it portray that as much as we could, and with no budget. When you say low budget, we did it with no budget.
Well, I always look at it. The way you guys really, you kind of go forth with allowing the world to know that your ministry is not just music, but it's message music, and your music has a message behind it, which is very, very important. I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, don't get it twisted. I said, we're, the all new GMAP morning show, we're going to be giving you music and ministry. And there is ministry in music as well as the spoken word. When you do what you do for the Lord, you officially come into ministry. And it's very important that the people understand that spirit to spirit, God's spirit to all, to us all. I'm a firm believer of that. I'm loving what you guys had quoted, a totally unique approach to music and ministry. Advocates, I love that part. Advocates and innovates. Message music. Spirit to Spirit is the platform for the concept of ministries, adopting ministries for the operation of our causes to humanity. Welcome to the world of message music, Spirit to Spirit. I love that. And there's no better way to do it than to give the people something they can relate to. Now, I got a couple of more questions because I know we're pressed for time here. But I want one of you to break down and tell us, where can we find Spirit to Spirit? What kind of social media are you on? Are you on the website? How can we find Spirit to Spirit? And where can we get the latest project with that hit we just played, Don't You Worry on it?
We're going to let MJ handle that.
Okay, I'm just quickly, and we do have a little announcement to make because we do have a concert coming up. Our major and official website is messagemusic.com. That's www.spirit2spiritmessagemusic.com. Now, on that site, you can get all our information, man, because I actually designed the site where everything is there. Our music, our ministry, everything.
Okay.
Okay. But I'll give you Facebook. Facebook is facebook.com/messagemusic. Okay.
Okay.
And at Twitter, it's Twitter at messagemusic1.
Mm-hmm.
Messagemusic1, the number 1. Okay. That's our Twitter and our Facebook.
So I guess you did it right. I guess you did it right because you said go to my website and you'll get all of that.
Yeah.
You know, because you know what? Because I'm sitting here listening to you. I mean, I'm giving you my undivided attention, and I'm still getting messed up with it. There's too many ones and twos. You know, there's too many ones and twos in there. So
that's too bad. And look, and we actually have so many sites we're hooked up with. That is why it's important to go to our official website.
Amen.
From there, man, just flip through our pages, man. Everything is there. And like I said, we also have another website that I have to mention. This is our ministry website.
Okay.
It's www.spirit-to-spiritministry.com. Okay.
Well, in the future, I think you have just given me an idea. If a artist has a website, I'm going to ask that they share that website information, because 9 times out of 10, most of the time when an artist has a website, they can get all of their social media information from their website. And I would much rather guide people to something that's going to specifically talk about you. We mess around and guide people to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, MySpace, YouTube. They may not ever reach you.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming. But we're, our name is optimized, okay? So you can go to Google and you can put Spirit to Spirit in there.
Yeah.
And it'll come up on the first page.
Okay.
Okay. But like I said, you're right. Our official website is where everything is. And that's the one we mainly give. And that's why I always said that first. Also, our management. Our management is Shekinah Records. We actually have signed with Shekinah Records. But our management is Jacob Chambliss. And, his number is 443-478-7262. And his email is music@ShekinahRecords.com. And that's Shekinah, SHEKINAH, records.com.
Yeah, and we had to say that, man, because, we've been struggling trying to do this since year 2000. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, look, let me do my work. Let me do my job. You know what I mean? And that's to manage you and to get you out there. But I just wanted to say one more thing, because I know time is short. We haven't done a concert or played anywhere in almost 2 years. And we have something coming up for Father's Day.
Okay.
Here in Washington, D.C. And our good friend and musician that we work with, Mr. Stephen A. Williams of Dreamer Records, is having a Father's Day program at Galbraith AME Church. That's Galbraith AME Church. That's at 1114 6th Street Northwest. And that's on Father's Day, and it's at 2 o'clock. And that's Mr. Stephen E. Williams. He's an artist and owns Dreamer Records.
Okay.
So I had to put that out there because I believe he's part of the network. He's part of the GMAP network.
Oh,
so he's
okay.
probably listening now.
Yeah, well, cool. He should be. Hey. All right. Well, I'm glad we got that out the way. I want you guys, I know some people might not have heard it the way they really wish they would have. But I'm going to ask that you mention where you're going to be one more time, so that most of the people who didn't get an opportunity to write that information down, if they are in the area, we always want to show our love, care, concern, and support to the ministries that come across this particular network. So why don't you share one more time that information of where you're going to be doing the concert for Father's Day?
All right, I'll say this first, that we will, it's already been put out on Facebook under Stephen E. Williams, and Spirit to Spirit will be putting out further information also in poster form. But for our listeners, again, that's Galbraith AME Church. And that's at 1114 6th Street Northwest. That's in Washington, D.C., 2001. It's like I said, Mr. Stephen E. Williams, accompanied by music director Mr. Curtis Day and Company, which Curtis Day is also Spirit to Spirit.
Right. Okay. Now, we got all that out of the way. I got a question, and I'm going to direct the question first to Denny, and then after Denny, I want Michael to follow you up, and I want him to answer the same question. All right? Denny, if I were to invite you up to the podium in an auditorium of approximately 10,000 young men, what would you say to them?
What would I say to them? I would have a lot to say, but the point I would want to make and lasting is that all of us, it's not about our color. I mean, we get stuck on being black and 2 strikes against us, and we already in the mud and muck and mire, and it's harder for us. The bottom line is this: this entire universe is about a supreme being, the King, God. Being a Christian, I believe the only way to God is through his son, Jesus Christ. So, and all you're getting, get you an understanding that you may be wise, but most important, establish a personal relationship with God through Jesus Christ.
Amen.
You start there, you'll start your walk.
Amen.
But you got to believe. It's all about believing.
Okay.
Most people nowadays, they don't believe in anything, and that's why the world is in such a state of unrest.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is looking for something to believe in, but he already put it out there. Scripture is being fulfilled. Get yourself, establish a personal relationship with God.
Amen.
Which generally means joining a good Bible teaching church and a pastor that knows it's not about following him, but following the God that's in him.
Amen. Amen. All right.
Amen.
All right.
Well, see, 9 times out of 10, Pastor Kevin, Denny does talking for Spirit of Spirit. But this is something I would stress also. I would also let those men, and I would say, hopefully they are men, or they're striving to be men. I would stress to them about the personal relationship they would have to save their soul, and also to save the world in the sense as their generation.
Yeah.
Right now, it's actually, if they don't turn this the world around the way it is, we are going to hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
We're looking at the rapture and the end of everything. But the thing, as far as there are still some good young men out there.
Right.
They aren't all bad, and there are some that we're saving, and there are some that actually don't know where they want to go yet. Yeah. So that's also what I would stress, how important their generation is right now, as far as going forward and all that. I would let them know, it's only 10,000 of you, and you're just a piece of it, but you're still an important part.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Just for us to continue on. Okay.
Okay.
So that's basically what I would do too. And like I said, Denny said most of it.
Yeah. Well, he got the point, and I just want to take time out to thank both of you. Of course, we'll do this again soon. But we want to encourage people to go out, check out your website, check out your Facebook feed, contact GMAP, because you guys are on the GMAP Broadcast Network as well. We appreciate everything that you're doing for this media ministry. We appreciate all of your support, and we want to encourage people to continue to support you. So I would like to take this time out right now to say thank you so much for being here with us on today. And I am looking forward to doing it again very soon. Amen.
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 Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, Pastor Kevin.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
Man, Pastor Kevin.
One more nice round of applause for Spirit to Spirit. God bless you guys. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
This is one of our best works,
Yeah,
man.
you did tell them where it's available at Eagle.
Oh, it's available everywhere. Amazon.com.
Y'all
iTunes.
still talking. You know what? I almost hung up on y'all.
I know we just going on, ain't we?
Well, you know what? I'm going to make sure you guys make sure you get me all of that information. I'm going to make sure that the people know about it, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on the network, man, and do the event thing and all that on the network, okay? GMAP Network.
Okay, that sounds good. God bless you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless you, man.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
Pastor Kevin.
Thank you, Pastor Kevin.
Y'all silly.
Hi, I'm MJ. No,
Just talk like who
that's
you
right.
are, man.
That's who I am. I said, hi, I'm MJ.
All right.
Hi, I'm MJ.
And I'm Denny Jenkins. All right.
Supposed to say weird.
Start over.
No, I ain't worried about that. See, I'm gonna put it on
Just do it again then. Start over.
Hi, I'm MJ.
And I'm DJ. We are Spirit to Spirit
You're listening to the Gospel Mac Attack Show.
on the GMAP Network. Get ready.
You know, I'm going to cut that Gospel Mac Attack part out, but I had to play that for the audience right there. Spirit to Spirit on the GMAP Broadcast Network and the GMAP Morning Show. I am Pastor Kevin. Feeling good, music sounding blessed. We thank God for Spirit to Spirit. We thank God for each and every one of you. Don't forget, go out and show your love, care, concern, and support to Spirit to Spirit. I got to talk to them again soon. I really, really do.